Yeah. Again, thanks, Nandeep, and the community, the all the community who are organizing. It's really good that people are really excited about Saturday, right? We have a exciting match coming soon, so I thought like before that my session will be over as well. Yeah. So again, I want to say that thanks to for this last session, and we talk about. The Copilot, everything about Copilot, right? And I just have a resonate what Vignesh said about anything from Microsoft. We have to do a proper check. I have done some lot of deployments for Teams, and the Teams rooms came, and then everything. So we need a proper planning and need some people to pilot it first, and doesn't go to all the users. And it makes sense for to maybe for 50-20 people who are test the functionality. It's just not Copilot, but any new service which Microsoft is releasing it. All right. So again, myself, Aroh, I'm Microsoft MVP in business application data platform and active Microsoft certified trainer as well. Massive thanks to the supporters and some sponsors who have supporting the, and I think binary roots, and obviously people who are might get some kind of gift cards from Amazon gift cards. So please be you get some 8 gift cards for 500 rupees, right? So again, myself, my these are my details. You can contact me. My Gmail, my LinkedIn is there, and obviously I'm now also Twitter has changed to X, so my handle is same, nothing much thing, right? Now, before I do, I have a very simple agenda. I mostly believe in demos, but I think it's very important to understand the core concepts before we deal into demos. Theory is very important, and I think anything you do have a proper understanding of the theory and then you implementation, right? So I will go for agenda. We check why we need low code, no code, and just want to share with you in when you use Copilot in Power Platform specifically, you don't need any code. It's actually no code when you work on the Copilot, right? We talk about the overview. We also about the licensing, right? I have a session last week in Microsoft customers, and many people ask about the Power Platform licensing and also Copilot licensing. So I didn't add this thing, but I'm going to add this in this slide deck that you at least have an idea about how the price model will be, right? And we see some demos, right? So that we see the entire Power Platform Copilot. And there Power BI and also Power Pages there. I am not good doing that one because I'm doing testing. So I don't want to show something which is in test at this point in time. We talk about 4 workloads today in Copilot. At least you have clear idea how thing works there. Okay, now before that, again, it's theory. Just important thing to note that it's very important that in next 4 years or 3 years, maybe it's my bench, we will have around 750 million applications, right? And this is again, it's not from Microsoft, it's from McKinsey and also these data sources, right? So these are the we were having around 750 million, again, million applications in the next 3 years. And obviously, we will have a shortage of developers. How many? 4 million developers shortage. And this is from the source. And the problem with that is that we will having any new software. Think about when the Power Platform was not there. We used to work on SQL Server applications. We work on the SharePoint Server application, and you know how much time to create those applications. And we work on the waterfall model. We don't use Agile now earlier. So it's very tough to test the things before it goes to test environment. Take 3-4 months, or a few other projects that I've engaged is take 2 years, right? Now, because of the shortage and the we are using Agile, everything should be shorter, and we're using Agile methodologies, right? Many people, companies engage in the having tech talent. I was checking, it's very resource there that people in Power Platform specifically, I mean, I really good technical are very shortage. shortage of those talent. Same thing about other communities, right? Very difficult to find good talent. So these are the numbers which is coming from the this Forrester. So that is a main issue, that if you want to have custom code, I think custom code using C Sharp or Node.js or something, or Python, it will take some time, right? Thanks to Power Platform, right? So main thing what we will notice in many organizations, that many people are using Power Platform, and 97% of Fortune 500 customers are using Power Platform. Right. So again, it's not a gimmick, but this is the fact that we are number one, and we are all the CIOs actually trust that the Power Platform can work for very large enterprise. I work with a very large customers in Microsoft, and many customers told that Aroh is possible to have a enterprise grade. I said, give me the use case, what kind of application you want to use. Then they mentioned that, okay, we want to have all the end users, business applications, they want to use Power App and Power Automate, but our end users are and goal people are coders, right? How we can use it. So obviously, when you have a complex scenario, obviously we have no code and low code. Yeah. So what happens that you can make coders who are pro developers, and also people who are actually involved in writing business applications, like business people who have almost zero experience in writing code, right? So that's why we actually engage around 33 million users. Our monthly users are using Power Platform. That is the beauty of that. So again, too much knowledge on that, but tell me about these are all the customers, which I mean, these are the large customer I'm talking about, right? So I mentioned about 97% of customers. These are very large customers, Fortune 500 people, Fortune 500 organizations, companies are using Power Platform, right? So that is something which speaks a volume, that how rapidly the Power Platform has grown, right? That is something which I want to share. Now, this is something which is about Power Platform. I know everyone knows about Power Platform. Just give you a brief what Power Platform does. We have a Power App to write a simple application, could be complex as well. We have Power Automate to automate the workflows, could be RPA, could be cloud flows. Power BI mostly for business reports. Chatbots for using Power Virtual Agents, and we have Power Pages for external website. So we have one customers who have want to use a public website, and they have all their products set up. They're a very big insurance company in Asia, and you have using Power Pages for that. So these are few of the use cases where many customers use Power Platform, right? Now, one thing I want to share with you is that we are very proud that we encompass all our three clouds. The first one is obviously Microsoft 365, right? The first cloud. Second cloud is Dynamics, and the third cloud we're talking about is Azure, right? And we are very proud that all these are based in Azure, basically based in Azure, and all the business users can work with the low code solutions, and the pro code can use with the pro code, right? They can work on the Azure solutions, right? And Dynamics is a part of that. So what I want to share with you that unified the Microsoft cloud ensures that every part of your cloud journey, you are have some kind of success there, right? So we are talking about success in the Microsoft cloud. Okay, now we've seen think about many sessions today. It's era of copilots, right? Have you seen if you built 2023 and again in Inspire last month, you said there's so much things we are working on the copilots, right? The good thing is that all end users doesn't need to think about how to make these applications, right? And what we are trying to empower, I'm talking about Microsoft specifically. I'm not a person, Aroh. So what we want to involve is that all the different audience, whether it's a low code developers, I mean the business people, the pro code people who are working on the extensive data scientists, C sharp coders, I want Node.js, and we have the people who are the collaboration, right? Think about Teams, SharePoint, Exchange. So everyone can use these applications. The makers who develop the applications, the makers on Power Platform, they can make these applications. And we also have people who are technical workers. So Microsoft actually encompass all three audiences. Okay. Now, many people think that the AI is there for it's new. AI is there for many years. One thing I want to share that in 2019 we released AI Builder, right? People know about AI Builder. So it's almost 4 years, right? So we released AI Builder in 2019. We actually involved the PowerX formulas, right, in 2021, right? You know about Power BI decks. Obviously, we can have natural language, so everything was there. So we are trying to innovate all the customers to use the natural language. Okay, and even in 2022, we actually tried to have natural language in the examples and examples. And you know Figma, right? Figma and the apps. You can have an image, and that app can be created just using that thing. So and now what's happening right now? What's happening is that we are using ChatGPT, right? We are using AI Builder, we are using AI models. So one thing I want to share with you that Copilot, again, just want to recap, Copilot is backed by your Azure OpenAI, okay? Backend. I'm not sharing about how the technology works, but this use case, not use case, this demos I'm talking about are specifically for the people who have a very less knowledge to write code. I have seen many people. I just give an example. I will give a demo to one of the university in Singapore, and one girl was 62 years old, right? Very old a professor, and she asked me, Aroh, I don't know how to learn Excel formulas and all, but how Copilot can help me and that. And then I told her, Copilot is just for you. You don't have to make anything, any application within by clicks. If you know the business case, everything can be done for you. And she was so happy seeing the demo that 62 years old woman and who's a professor at a very renowned university in Singapore, she just able to create an application within 5 minutes. And she was so happy to see this thing. And she is a one of the top person in the university, right? And she's a dean of that. So I just want to share that it's just not the age is also about how quickly you can make applications. Okay. So what I want to do because I mostly want to come from the field. I just going to give you the real examples which coming from the field. Right now, one thing I think you have seen this thing. I will share this slide deck with you in my LinkedIn. Also shared this thing with Nandeep and the community. We having the Copilot is preview right now. It's private preview. And these applications, you don't need to make any coding. I mentioned to you, you don't need. If you know the business case, Copilot will help you backed by the ChatGPT, right? So one other example is here. I want to create an application for creating an app for the, again, it's an example of this lady who's 62 years old. I want to try applications, right? Now you see here, no, this is not a demo, it's just a screenshot. We see the 4 demos towards the end. Okay, don't worry that, okay, Aroh just sharing the screenshot. No, I'm sharing the actual demos later on. I just give you a glimpse that how the Power Apps using Canvas app, how you can make an applications, it can work. I have one question asked somebody last month asked me that this is a Copilot coming in more than an app. The answer is yes, it's coming soon. Just wait for that. Check in the blogs and the Microsoft videos. They will come soon, right? So a lot of things were coming, and see, even as a Microsoft employee, we can't share everything, but just be ensure that you will get a lot of new goodies are coming in next couple of months. All right, so just be patient. Okay. Then second demo, which I'm showing about is a sort of screenshot that you can design an application using asking a question, right? So I want to have a simple power automate for using a Microsoft form or SharePoint form, and I will do the approval process. How I can do? Again, think about the 62 years old woman who doesn't know. We can do it. Yeah. You see here, I can just create an application, click on the design the app, and then you can ask question just like normal ChatGPT, and everything will be done for you. Now, this is the old user interface. Don't worry. The new user interface is a bit different. You will see shortly on that. OK, this is a screenshot of the second demo, which I'll show to you. First demo is about how to create app using Copilot with absolutely no code. This is again same thing, but one thing which I want to share with you that you must have some knowledge about the which connectors, right? SharePoint, Teams, and all. If you don't know, it's very difficult to understand how the application works. Okay, so that is my second screenshot demo. And third will be Azure AI Builder, OpenAI. So I mentioned you a couple of times that these are coming from the OpenAI, and you can ask your instructions very easily by asking questions. Same thing, right? If you know about Power BI, we have natural language. Same thing you can do, but Power BI was mostly towards the about people must know about the data model questions and all. But now Power BI Copilot can help in that as well, right? Yeah, so here in this demo, again, the screenshot has changed, but I can ask some questions using ChatGPT, right? Something which is part of the third demo, which I'll demonstrate in my slide deck and my deck. Okay, and this is thing I can just ask question and we'll go some summary, some context. Now, again, good thing is that many people ask me that language can come. Language is coming soon. Again, this is a screenshot, but language is coming soon. I think last week somebody asked me that, Aroh, we have a Thai customers. Can we help in that? Yes, you can, but wait for that. This new language is coming soon with on Asia data centers, right? So wait for that. But you see, this is just a demo. I want to share videos. Okay. And the third and the last, I think this is the public preview is already there. Public preview that you can create chatbot by just adding a line of your website, right? Now, this is an example of a Disney. I can go to any customer. I can go to an insurance company and I can scan the thing. So ChatGPT will scan and help you to create a chatbot, and that chatbot you can actually integrate with obviously with SharePoint. You can integrate with the Teams and many channels you can do. Okay, so this is something which I'll be sharing in the demo, and you will see some live demos in this and ChatGPT and the demo will create it with that. So again, here one thing to note that is creating using Surface using by Azure OpenAI. All four solutions, I mean, even for Power Pages and Power BI, we are actually using OpenAI. Yeah, we don't use normal OpenAI. We use Azure OpenAI because more secure and more safer. Okay, now I'm going for the demos and you see these things in real, and maybe I will give some other resources so that how you can activate your Copilot at your tenant. But let's just hold on and you see how it works. Okay, Nandip, any questions anyone has so far? And before I go for demo?
No, you can continue for demo.
Yeah, thank you, Smita. Okay, I'm just going to discard. I'm going to share my files. Okay, so this is the I have 412. Okay, so first demo is about how to I can create Copilot. Now it's already there in the Power Apps. It's not there, right? So I can search for Power Apps. Okay, okay, and then it will open in this window. Just want to share with you what will happen here. Okay, so this is one very simple example. And I will just sharing the what happened in this, right? Okay. Mm, just want to add this. I do just Give me 1 second. I just want to unshare. Say something is is flickering on my screen. I have to just unshare and then I just stop it. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. 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 This is a. Yeah, there's a problem with my streams now. 1 second. This is something which okay. This is good. This is good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I just want to share with you now. If you know, I just want to have some screenshot. Just want to let you know this, right? Because I have limited time. Just see just what happens that in the classic way when you create in Power Apps. What we do, we create a Canvas app and we use a tablet. We add some formulas. We connect to the SharePoint or to Dataverse, and then we add data, and then we connect to the any list or anything, and then we add any system. We do, you see, just want to show you how time consuming the old fashioned way. I can create to the my leave applications. I have a gallery. I add the form. I have some formulas which I will do. And this is the way I want to share you that in the old fashioned. I won't use old fashioned because we are still using the same way. I'm just telling you the classic way, right? Classic way. Now I want to show you as a Copilot way how we can do. Now think about a user have a zero information how to create an application. Okay, just assume I'm HR. I'm an HR of an application. On HR, I'm just onboarded, and my the HR director asked me to create an app again. Because he knows that a Power Platform is a low code, no code solution. So, and the HR is young and he knows how thing works. He told me that create an application for the expense claim for all the employees, right? So he knows how to use Power Platform. He knows how to create. He doesn't know how to use a data model. But now, thanks to Copilot, he want to create an application. How I can do it's very simple. I want to have. See, I put just like ChatGPT. I want to have a not track. I want to have a track employee expense information, right? Again, just want to share. If you know ChatGPT, same thing. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm creating a simple application, a Canvas app. Again, Canvas app. I'm creating a simple Canvas app, and I'm not a coder. I'm an HR app a person where his management, the business case, his manager asked to create an application for the expense claim. Okay, so again, you see the prompt. I click on this button. Okay, and soon something will happen, and you see a preview again. This is in the preview right at this point of time, and the Copilot screen has shown up here. So what's happening behind the scenes is that this app is creating a table, right? If you know the tables, it's creating a data words table. And we can do anything right now here. Just on the left side, you can see that you can ask the Copilot to make any changes. So one thing you see here, everything is grayed out because when you do a Copilot and editing, you can't do it because you are still part of that experience. You want to make an app. Once I create an app, then I can modify. But again, as an HR, I saw that okay, I have some samples of employee, Mary, Ada, or whatever it is, expense. But there's nothing about the expense about the start date, right? Create um, uh, start date column, right? You see there's no column, but what I want to do as a normal HR assistant, I want to create start date column. Okay, and then I click on here. So what it's doing is creating a design schema in that particular table, this table I'm talking about, right? It will take some time, and you see it has been AI generated. I will see whether it's generated. You see, you also see that it is creating a date column, right? It's not a text field, it's actually created. So Copilot is smart enough to understand what kind of things I'm calling, right? For the date column. So he actually put date column. I want to ask another same thing. I create for and date, right? And date, because maybe I want to I have the approval process that every month HR will process the things. So after second month I can't process my thing. So I have to end date, right? So I think all the companies have this thing scenarios, right? So end date column, I put end date column. Okay, I click on that. And soon we will have one more column where it's called start date and date. Okay. So that is something which, again, just want to let you know this is a AI generated. If you feel that columns are not correct, after you create an app, you can modify it. Okay. Second thing, if you click on the, I will go to on the left panel, you have suggestions. So I can add and modify. I think that, okay, description should be something else or amount should be something else. I can change it. Okay, I can remove columns. Maybe I want to see, give me more suggestions. So I, again, because I'm actually, I don't know, I just give me more suggestions. Okay, give me more suggestions. So again, ChatGPT will actually say, okay, in this data schema, you can add some other thing. You can add a column ID. You remove the expense column, you can add. So I can add the employee ID. So 3 columns as a normal HR, I can do it. So I'm done. Beautiful. This is something. Okay, so I'm done this thing. Employee ID is done. See, ID is created now. I create an app now. Okay. Now, what happened behind the scenes is that is creating a Dataverse table. And if people know, I'm not talking about licensing here because we talk about licensing towards the end. But when you use Dataverse, you are actually using a premium connector. Okay. Many people ask me, Aroh, with is Copilot is free? It's free for some time, obviously, but in September or in next couple of months, you have to pay, and the pay price is already shown there. I will share the pricing later on this. But here, for my uh, guidance is that just understand how the Copilot works, okay, and how we can utilize this Copilot for my applications like expense claim, right? This is one very common. Okay, so this is a few things which we can do. I'm just putting a very simple application. I know you have to wait for some time because it has built the application. Right? Now you see here, I can ask question, I can edit label, everything. So it's amazing. I'm think about a person, think about a 62 or 60 or 70 years old person. How easy for that person to create this application, right? I can change the schema, I can change the theme, everything I can do as a normal Power App user. I can have background, I can do settings and all, you see. Okay, and I can now what I can do, I can click on this thing, and then again, Power Apps, we can what it does is create 3 screens, one for the web, one for the mobile, one for the tablets. So me as a normal end user, I can see in the iPhone how it will seem. So I have to do does have to do any extra thing because I know using this iPhone new versions, the phone will look like that. iPhone 8, something like that. So I have to do any kind of emulators. Earlier, we have to use emulators. Now, nothing to do work on that. You see, maybe I want to work on tablet. Maybe I want to work for yeah. So this is the way you can see very easily that how the normal user, as a normal HR person, can create and work on the because that organization use both tablets, iPhones, and other things. So again, very easily he can create an app, and what he will do, he can add the own content. He can add a new thing. I can just create a new thing. I can add here. Yeah. So here you can see the app. I can go for save the application, go to in my dev environment. Again, I'm doing the dev environment. Once the HR manager thinks that this is a very good application, I can move to the staging environment and move to the production. Right? The ALM process will still the same process. One thing about how easily you can create an applications. Is it super easy to create an application using Copilot using Power Apps? Okay. Now I go to next demo is about how to create with Power Automate. Right. So I go back. I go to Flow. I go to Flow to Power Automate. You see? Yeah. I open that one. In the window will open like this. Now this is a new experience. The other screenshot are outdated. So this is a new screen that you can sadly build the applications. Now we can see initially we have 5 type of workflows. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Process manager already there inside. So now as a normal end users, normal makers, I can make an applications. Okay. Now what I will do here, I just want to create an application, right? I want to create a form, right? Okay, now this needs some slightly more knowledge about Power Platform, but what I want to do, I want to create a form, right? Right. Okay, so here's here. I have things. So I have a create a form and put the data. I can put other things. I just want to click here. Click on the thing. So what happened behind the scenes? Same experience. What we have seen in Canvas app. Same thing will happen right now. I think the manager told me in Aroh, we have purchased Dataverse. Don't use we not purchased the Dataverse. Go over SharePoint because SharePoint is free in our subscription. So I said, oh God, what I will do? I will use SharePoint now. What I will do here? I just click on SharePoint. You see one thing. You see. Forms, I'm just using forms and Dataverse will create that particular experience for me. But now, because my use case is now, because Dataverse is a paid, I just want to use SharePoint and then it automatically, it will create it a function, a prompt, which is called a SharePoint and I can do a create item. You see, automatically it designed it. Okay. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to add a condition, want to create an item. You see, now you can create. So what happening behind the scenes that as if you know about the basics of Power Automate and the trigger and actions terms, that what happens is that if a new item is created by end user, this is the form which is submitted and the action is actually shown as a Power Automate. It will create an item in SharePoint, it will update an item, it will do those things, whatever it can do, right? And I can, if we can recommend, okay, is not something I'm not looking for, I can click on here and I can give feedback or I can start with a new template. But we are working on the Copilot. So our Copilot thing works for us. Click on next. And you see here. So I have all my connectors, connected services. So I have Microsoft Forms and SharePoint. So I have all my Office 365 license catered. I'm not using Dataverse, which is an add-on, but here I'm just using. So again, given experience, step 1 is to go back to the question. Step 2 is to create all things are ready. I want to verify if my apps are connected to proper data connectors, whether it's Forms or SharePoint. And the third third panel is about the trigger. So everything is done. So which means I'm good to go. What I want to go next is click on next button. Okay, now what I will do, I click on the form. I have my form, Microsoft Copilot at Microsoft. I have my form ID here. I have one website, a contours website. I have list item. Oh, I have nothing here. Yeah, so again, you see as an HR person, it's very easy for him to do it, right? So I can just go, I can go to leave request. I give example leave request. I'm giving a scenario here, but just not. I give you the basic how the things works. Okay, I click on flow. Now this is the new designer. if you're not seen it, is a new designer, which you can expand, right? Now, again, it come in the new flavors. One is the Copilot, and the other new forms will have the same kind of designer, right? But because we designed, right? So this is the designer view. This is for the Copilot perspective. Again, it's a preview, and it also shows us what we did it in the first step. We is asked for save the form in the SharePoint as a condition, right? And it's also shown me in this thing that it's connected to the Microsoft Forms connector and SharePoint. Okay, and this view I can actually expand, you see, and maximize. So people who have worked in other applications like Nintex, same kind of experience you can see, right? This is want to show, and I can have a map as well, the process map kind of thing we can do. Okay, now one thing which I want to share with you is that for me, I want to ask some questions, right? I want to add action. So and maybe I click on the create item, right? Create item. So here are the parameters, right? So I will see that a request. So this is a test for the UG. Ah, okay. Yeah. And I can have parameters. If you people know about Power Automate expressions, I can add expressions and I can expand it. Now this is the new view for the Power Automate, right? I can have expanded. Okay, it's going up here. Yeah, this is the you can see the much better view of the expressions. I can add the items, I can do the things. So much better view for the designing using Copilot way. I can have all of my settings, timeout, everything, right? Run after things, everything I can do it. The code view I can see. This is my JSON content. I can do some testing. I'm not doing it here, but you can see this. It's very easy for me to create an applications. I can this. Okay, I've not done it. Okay, test. So it's okay. Right now, one thing I want to ask you because I'm still in the expressions, right? I will Copilot, right? I want to ask you, okay, ask a question, right? I want to add a new action, right? Ask a question, right? Tell me because I want to know about the more thing about Copilot, right? How it works as a child flow. Child flow. Now I'm going to go to YouTube and say what is the child flow. Now him as a prompt, I can see everything here. Tell me about more about child flow. So now everything is it gave me all the information. Obviously, this is something very basic information, but it gives you more thing. But what I want to do, I want to add an action here using Copilot, right? So I want to add an action to create to send an email. Okay, send an email. So it's working. Same thing as our Power apps. It does the same thing, right? So it's not comprehend. It's okay. Yeah, but I can add something. I think it isn't able to ask a question, add an action. Email. Okay, just check. Last check, then we see whether it's the action because my last demo it worked properly, so it's okay. I think something is messing up in my tenant. So okay, so I can add an action here directly. Yeah, same thing I can do. Yeah. So again, same thing I can do using the Copilot way. But you see the new design is much easier to do it. Okay. My third demo is about how to using with the ChatGPT with the AI models, right? Now, again, as an HR, I want to create some sentiment analysis or something. So I just got to create an AI model, create a new model. And in this, I will have ChatGPT, the text. So you have a create a text, summarize the contents with ChatGPT. So again, it's a preview. And it's creating some templates. I'm going to go for this template. Where is my template? Summarize the text, extract information from the text. So again, in the demo, you've seen that AI language. I'm using English. Just want to show you how it works. and then it looks good for me, and I will test. Now, again, this testing purposes, you can change the content, right? I can test it out. Okay, and what I want to see the text, the model. I want to extract the information from the text. So what happens, right, is giving the all the numbers. So ChatGPT or maybe the AI builder able to get all the reference number and registration number. You see here. Think about the emails, right? It's so detailed emails, but I want to have summary of that. Here I can do it. So I can do it very easy. I can create and Power App for that, right? I click on the Power App for this. And in my third demo, the Power App will be created for you. So what I'm sharing with you that the first demo, what I've done using the basic Canvas app, but here I'm using a Canvas app also, but here I'm using AI Builder model. And AI builders can be used by anyone, right? So I want to see, okay, I want to see, please explain the concept of AI development to the kindergarten, right? I can click here, test it out for the kindergarten. So ChatGPT will give you this answer. Wow. Does it look like a puzzle, right? So kindergarten, think about puzzle, right? Now think about me. Tell me about governance, its importance. Okay, again, it's a part of AI Builder. So I can just click on that. Within a few clicks, it is done, right? And show all the things, the business applications, it needs automate process, either to ensure all the things applications are secure, compliant, and have performance. Wow. Now, if it take me, if I create this demo for my customers or any end user, it will take at least 10-15 minutes to write this particular information for me, right? So this is the third demo, how to create an application without any using basic way, using the Copilot way. And my last demo, still have a I have some time. I want to finish this last demo and then go for this. Namrata? Sorry. Anyone? Nandit, Smita? I have just one demo.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. In the last demo, again, I even as a Microsoft employee, I would have this license. So I'm doing a trial version for that as well. But just want to share you that I can create chatbot without any kind of anything. Think about a use case. I have an actual use case for one of my very large enterprise customers in Philippines, and they have a very big telco there, and they want to think about the mobile phones and the different plans, right? And they're huge company, right? The millions of subscribers and all in Philippines, and they want to have chatbot, and then we actually try to implement with a partner there, right? So here, what I want to do, I create a chatbot here, and the question, right? What for? I think about Pluralsight. I did use Pluralsight for that. Yeah. Pluralsight. Pluralsight is an online learning resource, so you can work on that, right? Something which you can do. So I have one website which is I just enter the name of the website. Okay. Now, before I do, I want to show you what it does. It will create generative AI. You know, generative AI. This particular website, when I click on this demo, it will give me this website will scan all the documents inside that particular website, right? And then it will give you an answer, right? And the good thing about that, if some questions and answer are updated in the product side, this will be showing the latest content. Previously, we use Power Virtual Agents. The content is scanned and then we have to train. Here, the training is not required, and you can't train ChatGPT because it's a large model. You can't train it. So beauty of this thing is that I can just create an app, and then within a few seconds, my Power Virtual Agents is already created, and I can just test it out how it works, right? So very, very simple to work on this, right? So let's wait for a few seconds, and then oh, he also made a coffee. I'm drinking my tea as well. And here, in a few seconds, the ChatGPT and this Power Virtual Agents will create forms. Okay. Um, I don't know why today is pretty slow. Why? Because it's something. But before, I just want to show you about the lessons thing as well. Okay, and I shared this document with you as well inside the Teams chat, so you can have a reference. Okay, yeah. No, today should took some too much time, right? Now you see, I created a bot for the Plural site. Okay, and now I just want to show you what is. Uh, so even they use a chatbot. You see. It's the same thing they're using, right? Yeah, and then I can go for things, right? I can ask the questions. You see, I can ask them same questions, right? I'm browsing and all. You can see. So we are actually doing the same thing. We are trying to imitate the Power Virtual Agents using Pluralsight. Okay. So I just want to ask you that hi, I want to what is Pluralsight? I want to get the information. Okay, let's see. What is Pluralsight is giving me some information. You see now in previously, I just want to share that I've done a lot of demos previously in as a community events and also in as a developer for many customers. You have to create phrases, lot of phrases. You have to fine tune and all. And it takes some time, right? For me, creating phrases and add the questions phrases, it takes at least 2-3 hours. Right now, I have to add the URL, and within that URL, everything is done for me, right? So this is something is good for me. Now I can go to the website. I can see the cost. So you can see, I can see everything is what is doing. Now I want to ask the cost of the Plural set. So you can give me a cost as well. Now I'm giving very simple demos. I just want to show you how it works, and you can see the pricing, everything. So what I'm giving you is very simple demo. You can go for slightly more complex with some. I could customize it if you want to customize. You can customize the virtual power virtual agents. But I think it's good for me. I can publish it, and I can go to this. This bot looks for me good for me. I'm going to publish and and I have multiple channels, right? And these are the channels I can go use. So these are all my channels. Teams, website, I can go to Facebook, Skype, Twitter, even email, I can do it. So what I've covered so far is the main content, the main workload, Power Apps, Power Automate, the AI built Power Virtual Agents. 4 demos I showed you. It is just a glimpse, and you can just it is just a nice big iceberg, and you can go deep side and go inside what's happening and all. This is a very high overview. But if you feel any, I think you can just some information I can share with you later on, but at least you get an idea. Pricing, which I want to share with you is that in Inspire in July, what we have shared with you with all the customers and even for the community that Copilot actually is costed $30 per user per month for the all E5 business premium. All the users can do it, and even for the sales Copilot. So there are lot of pricing model. Again, it's not in a GA yet. Again, just want to give you the glimpse that what's happening. If you can go for a private preview, and public preview will be coming soon, and you have a test how it works, and then you see. One thing which I'm highly recommend, which beginners should do a private test first, do the pilot test, see how it works, because it's an AI, it may be not perfect for your organization, right? So and the $30 per user per month for the SMB customers maybe could be a stretch for the investment. Maybe not this year, they will do the investment next year. So budgeting, pricing, and investment training will take some time. So what I've shown you is a just a very brief, but planning is so important. I have done many customers planning and how things works for them, just not from the envisioning workshop, even the deployment and with the support as well. So very important to take note that when you're involving any new product, whether Teams, whether it's a Copilot, or whether it's a new feature, Fabric, which just came, you test it first with the pilot users, see how it works, and then roll out to the large audience, right? So that is my question, my things. I just stopped my presentation here, but you can have yeah. Yes, yes, Vivek, what is the is possible to add the multiple website references in the PV? Yes, you can add multiple. Yeah, you can add multiple websites. One thing what happened, just want to share with you that during some testing with the customer, what I found that uh, there's a limit after the and if you have the URL, right? If you go to maybe go to third multiple URL levels, right? Maybe HR, and HR has some finance or something than that. If you had more than three levels in the website, it can't track it. That's what we observed as a Microsoft employees, and also again with the partner. There's something we noticed, but you can add multiple references if you want to do it. Yeah, and you can do it. Yes, you can do it.
Just a follow-up question here.
Yeah.
Is it while creating, or because after creating, I don't see an option. I'm on PVA portal right
It's
now.